Hi everybody. If you're watching this video, you must be searching for whole house water filter. Hi, my name is Craig Phillips. I'm the president of Quality Water Treatment at qualitywatertreatment.com, also known as Craig the Water Guy. I have over 33 years experience in the water treatment industry, and our company was founded in 1990. We're here to help our customers to get the best water they possibly can for them and their families. I want to go over whole house water filters with you real quick and kind of give you some knowledge on the subject so you understand what systems would be best for you. Now, if you're looking for a whole house water filter for your home and you're on city water, then chances are your main concerns is to remove things such as chlorine, pesticides, herbicides, petroleum products, chemicals derived from pharmaceuticals that could get into the drinking water through the sewer system, as well as removing heavy metals such as lead, copper, stuff like that. Basically, just to give you good, clean water throughout your whole house, so you don't have to worry about showering in it and drinking it and stuff like that. So I want to go over that with you real quick as far as your city water goes. Now, if you're on well water, it's a whole different story. Usually, you're not chlorinating your water, so you're looking for a whole house water filter, maybe to remove some iron from the water, sediment, maybe raise the pH in your water. Maybe your water is a little acidic, meaning the pH level is below 7.0, and you're getting some blue and green staining from your copper pipes on your fixtures. Stuff like that. So I'll also touch base with you with that real quick with you as well. But let's start with the city water. Okay, the city water stuff is pretty basic. What you want to go with is a upflow carbon filter. Upflow carbon filters don't require any electricity. This system here from qualitywatertreatment.com, basically it has its own bypass valve. And you can use our quick connects to hook up to this. Real simple. It plugs right into the back of the bypass valve. It plugs right into your plumbing pipes by using quick connects. So generally there's no soldering or anything like that involved unless you have to especially do something to get your pipes up to the system. But if you have a pre-looped system in your garage or on your house already, it's pretty much just a cut and play type deal. The nice thing about this is no electricity required. It doesn't waste any water because it doesn't backwash. So basically what happens here is the water runs down through a tube that's inside the center of this tank, comes up through the gravel, pushes up through the carbon, which is getting 100% contact or really close to 100% contact with that carbon, and lifts that carbon up a little bit every time you use water. And that keeps things nice and loose. It keeps water from channeling through the carbon, which gives you better contact and better filtration for all the bad stuff that you want to remove. The carbon generally lasts about 3 to 5 years before the manufacturer recommends that you replace the carbon, and you can buy the carbon from us here at qualitywatertreatment.com. Now, one thing I want to note with you on this is that this particular carbon filter, we don't use your standard carbons that a lot of other companies use. Most companies you see out there when you're searching for whole house carbon filters or whole house filters in general for city water, is you're going to find that they're using a standard granulated activated carbon, also known as GAC, or real popular is the coconut-based carbon, which is carbon that is derived by coconut shell. Okay, and we do carry those carbons as well, but what we include with our whole house upflow carbon filter is a catalytic carbon. And the reason why we use catalytic carbon is over the years, a lot of city water, municipal water supplies has switched from using chlorine to chloramines to kill the bacteria in the water before it gets to you. The reason why they're using chloramines is because it's less expensive for them to operate their system. It's basically a chlorine and ammonia base. So they're mixing the two, and it creates what we call the chloramine. Now, chloramines are corrosive to plumbing, especially if they're at higher levels, and in a lot of cases they are by the time they get to your house. They also create triethylene gases, what we call THMs, just like chlorine does, which is one of the cancer-causing agents that you can get from the byproducts of chlorine. Uh, the thing of it is that chloramine is harder to remove than chlorine at higher flow rates. So you can pick up a small filter, cartridge filter, or something like that for your whole house, or you could pick up even a larger carbon filter for your whole house. But if it doesn't have the catalytic carbon in it and you have chloramine in your water, and even if you don't now, chances are you will later because a lot of municipal supplies are changing to the chloramines from the chlorine. You're not going to be able to remove that chloramine at very high flow rates. So you'd be okay to turn a faucet on, maybe brush your teeth to get a drink of water or something like that. But for showering and stuff like that, you're not going to get very good removal as far as percentages go. The catalytic carbon will remove chlorine and chloramines at high flow rates. So you take care of both issues. So you're covered 100% all the way around, regardless of whether you have chloramine now or you're going to have it later. So why not purchase the proper carbon filter now using the catalytic carbon to cover all your bases? So that's what we decided to do. Catalytic carbon is a little bit more expensive than your standard granulated activated carbons, your GACs, and your coconut-based carbons, and it lasts about the same. But this removal capabilities at higher flow rates is there for you, and so it's going to give you the benefits that you and your family deserve. Going to sizes here. We have different sizes. We've sized them based on bathrooms for flow rates for you, because that is generally where most of your flow rates are used in showers and tubs and stuff like that. So you go with the 1 cubic foot up to the 2 bathroom and so forth and so forth. So you go ahead and choose which one do you want and go ahead and check out from there. And so, warranty-wise, the head on it has a 5-year warranty. There's nothing really to go wrong, and the tanks have a manufacturer warranty of 10 years. Okay, so that is the upflow carbon filter through quality water treatment. Now, if you're on your own well and you're looking for a whole house water filter, you want to go with a system that is going to take care of iron, for instance. So you want to go to our iron filter page. What we recommend highly, which is our #1 seller, is our SoftPro chemical-free Iron Master. Our chemical-free Iron Master system uses AIO, what we call air injection, for oxidation of iron, sulfur, and manganese. It's all internal within the valve itself. It kind of works like a water softener, except for instead of drawing salt out of the salt tank, it draws air into the system and creates an air pocket. So as water runs through the system, it hits that air first, and that oxidizes everything. So the Catalytic media that we use inside of it can remove high amounts of iron, manganese, and sulfur. So this system here is capable of treating the worst of the worst as far as water goes. When you you'll set the backwash every 4 days. It comes with the SoftPro 89 valve, which is easily programmable, and you can customize it to your water, which is a really nice feature to have. Not like your standard time clock filters that a lot of people use. You have to set it for every 4 days, and you're not able to increase the backwash times and stuff like that to make sure that the system cleans things up like it should. This system, you can go to the program and you can easily increase the backwash rates on backwash times and stuff like that, just to customize it to your water to make sure that the system is performing at its peak performance all the time. Maintenance wise, there's really very little maintenance with it. You might have to clean an injector every once in a while, which is simple to do. We can walk you through that if you need help. If iron and stuff like this gets plugged up in it, which is typical for any sort of iron filter system, sulfur manganese filter system for your whole house. Besides that, the media, the Catalytic media, you're looking at 8, 10 years. We have some customers that have gone 15 or 20. Really depends on your water usage, how much water you're using on a regular basis, as well as how bad your water is, of course. It's going to dictate on how long that media is going to last you. This system here set up the way it is, it's capable of removing up to 30 parts per billion of iron. Like your typical systems are only handle 5 to about 5 parts per billion iron. Our standard Catalytic filter without the AIO air injection will handle up to 10 parts per billion, but there's really not much price difference. But you can see our other iron filter here on the drop-down menu. You pick the Catalytic filters. If that's what you choose, you could do that. So as far as sulfur goes, we are looking at an ability to remove up to 5 parts per billion of sulfur, hydrogen sulfide, which is a lot of sulfur. Most people don't have more than 2. And manganese up to 7 parts per billion. Again, most people don't have more than 1. 7 parts per billion is a lot of manganese. So this system here is pretty much foolproof. It's going to cover just about everybody. Up to 30 parts per billion iron is almost unheard of. And there you go. As far as warranty goes, you've got a limited lifetime warranty, not limited lifetime warranty, but a 10-year warranty, manufacturer warranty on the control valve, and a limited lifetime warranty on the mineral tank. Mineral tank comes in different colors. It comes in almond, it comes in blue, it comes in black. Black is our most popular color, which is right here. And that pretty much covers you as far as iron, sulfur, and manganese goes. Now, if you have a low pH and you need to raise the pH of your water, you can go with what we call the pH filter under home filtration. Okay, and the pH filter, basically, what you want to do with that is the water's going to run through one of the valves that you could choose. We carry Fleck 5600 valve, which is just a time clock type system. They'll probably run across that again when I touch base on with the Catalytic AIO Iron Master system. Is that with this time clock type of system, you cannot really customize it, so you're kind of stuck. It is what it is as far as backwashing lengths and stuff like that go. But it is a standard time clock system and it's priced right. Has a 5-year control valve warranty and a 10-year warranty on the tank. Now the tanks on our calcite filters, on every one of them, we use it right here. You can see it as a dome hole plug. That dome hole plug is there to where you can easily put the system in bypass. They all come with their own bypass valve. Put the system in the backwash to release the pressure off the tank. Remove that dome hole plug. Siphon a little bit of water out down to the level of the media inside the tank with a hose, and then go ahead and add your calcite to it. Generally, you want to add it to where you have about 15 inches, so about 3/4 of the way up, maybe a little bit more as far as calcite goes. And then go ahead and put your plug back in, put the system back in service, open the bypass up, let the system slowly fill with water, and then turn it into backwash and let the system finish on its own just to clean everything up, and you're ready to go again. So that's about a half an hour job. Once you get real good at it, you can do a little less time, but having that dome hole really helps a lot. You don't have to pull the whole valve off here in order to service your system. Typical family of 4 goes through one 50-pound bag of calcite every 6 months. When you purchase the system, we can put you on a reminder to send you an email, remind you to, hey, you know what, it's time to add this calcite. Here's the link. You can purchase it from us. We'll ship it directly to you. Then all you got to do is put it in. The systems come with the gravel and the calcite to start with, so you don't have to worry about buying media right off the bat unless you choose to purchase some at the same time to have some extra. You can do that. The next one is the 2510 valve. Same idea. It's a time clock. You can't really do much for it, but it has a little higher flow rate than that 5600 valve. And then we have our Soft Pro 89 valve. It has a better warranty. It's got 10 years on the valve, lifetime on the tank compared to the Fleck 5 years and 10 years. It does come with a dome hole. And this is an electronic digital valve, so you can customize it to your needs. Okay. Let's see if I can get a blow up picture on this by click on the shop now button. And yeah, here you go. So there's a close up picture of the system. It's a nice looking system. Comes with a dome hole plug. Now we do use almond and color on the tanks on all of our calcite tanks. And the reason why we do that is because you can see in them if you use a flashlight. So instead of pulling this top off right here, this plug to check the calcite level, You can easily go out with a flashlight when it's somewhat dark outside and shine the light through the tank until you see the shadow of the media. And that'll tell you how full the tank is. So once that media gets down about 50%, about right here, you'll take exactly one 50-pound bag. That'll fill you right where you need to be filled at. The reason why I say 50% is because once you get 50% or below, your flow rate abilities to raise that pH up get lower and lower. So you want to make sure you don't go more than 50%. Once you get there, it's time to add. Okay. And we have sizes based on backwash rates. Okay. So on a well, you have a well pump, of course, and your well pump's only capable of giving you X gallons per minute. So you don't want to oversize this. This goes with the iron filter, the Catalytic filters as well, or any iron filter in general. You have to make sure that your well pump is able to backwash the media. I mean, it needs to be able to lift the media up inside this tank and turn it over and clean it. If you don't have enough oomph to lift that media up gallons per minute, you're not going to clean it, and it's just going to pack down and it's going to get ruined. And that goes again with the pH filters and any iron filter. So we have sized these based on backwash rates, not flow rates. So for instance, the 1.5 cubic foot system, you're going to see here takes 5 gallons per minute to backwash it. The 2 cubic foot takes 7 gallons per minute, and the 2.5 cubic foot takes 7 gallons per minute. On our website, under our iron filtration, if you click on this link right here, or go to our FAQ page, or you can even contact us if you like by emailing us or give us a call. We can walk you through and give you instructions on how to test your well pump. It's a pretty simple test. It'll take you about a half an hour to complete it. And that'll give you a really close idea of what your well pump is capable of giving you. That way you can size your filter properly, pH visualizer or iron filter. So I hope that helps you folks out, and thank you for visiting us, and have a wonderful day.